I actually want to see how this works. I really want to see how this works, so... Welcome to the stream, if you are on the stream. Hello, hello, hello. We're doing one race. What was that? Oh yeah, stream elements. Screw you, stream elements. I've got to stop. I'm going to turn that off. That's pretty annoying. It was under chat box. Chat notifications off. Yes. Okay. I don't know how this works. I have, for the first time in my life, am trying multi-streaming, and I'm trying streaming to a vertical format. So it would be interesting. I'm actually gonna quickly check out the stream on my phone to see if audio and everything is fine. I think it's fine. Let me let's register under the vet. So let's do this just to be safe, because I know last stream it was really bad how obnoxious my audio was. But that's the whole point of living and learning in this world. So I am live. I hope that's not the actual quality, and it's just my phone not giving me the right quality. Okay, higher picture quality, please. Let me see what it looks like. Okay, that's good. So we're just gonna have to see how this works. Sweet, and if it really works, then I'll be pretty happy. So, I'm not sure if anyone here is joined from... Actually, I should probably check my Twitch stream as well. That would help looking at that. If anyone here is joined from the shorts I've posted, welcome. You will notice... You would have noticed in the shorts that I run a driving line. I do not do that, at least not for this race. I've signed up to a league. I do not do that, at least not for... Stream looks good. I signed up to a league, but it probably requires me not to use what am I doing? It probably requires me not to use the racing line, so I'm trying to learn racing without the racing line. I've done races with on Assetto Corsa Competizione without the racing line, but not on this game, and I don't know a lot of the tracks on this game, so it does take me a bit. However, it does not mean that using the racing line is wrong or it's bad. It's just, I know that there are some people who prefer it that way. Hell, I use the racing line for F1 games because that game is just too arcadey for me. Like, I don't care enough to learn the track. It will be interesting to see how this works, though. The YouTube short streaming, the vertical streaming. If it works and if it goes well, I'd be elated. Honestly, I really hope it does well. My microphone seems to be over the game, which is good. The only problem is that this game is loud compared to most, so I wish I had, like, settings per game. Let's just make sure my Twitch is all set up. That's correct, and that's correct. Perfect. Alright. It's too hot. We're doing Le Mans Ultimate races. Le Mans Ultimate. What's the other race that we can do? Prototype at Portimao. I don't know that track, but I don't want to swap immediately onto. I don't know the track, but I don't immediately want to swap back to racing line just after I've said, hey, I'm going to take it off and I'm going to try and keep it off. So I'm not sure if we'll do that one today. We might do a bit of practice in it and see how we feel. It is very hot today and my water bottle's empty. Great. It is very hot today. It's above 30 where I am, and my room gets hot no matter what. So, let us... There's just some way I could track on my phone viewer numbers. I'm not sure if that's possible. Maybe. So yeah, let me actually... Starting now. I was going to say, let's get up the schedule for the league race, for the league racing series. Cricky's in here. Hello. Cricky is another driver from Octane Online Racing. So, plans for sim racing streams. I don't know if I'm going to stream my practices, considering my practice is pretty boring. It'll be daily races and league racing, along with ACC special events. I'm doing a Bathurst 12-hour that's early to mid-Feb with Octane Online Racing again. I won't be doing their sprint series. I have fallen out of love a little bit. I'm in the same split as Cricky! I've fallen a bit out of love with ACC, I'm gonna be honest, so it's really just the big enduros that I do now on that game. I'm not the only vet in here as well. So, am I losing track a bit, or am I just... I don't know. I really don't know. Let's see. Okay, that's loud. Yeah, so let's... Can I get off-board volume? No, I'm going to drop this down to 33%. Just because this game's engine sounds are loud. I'm in the same split as Cricky, which is cool. Let's not kill someone. Whoa, screen's gone blank. Screen's back. Let's not kill someone. I'll be racing in a week's time. So let me get up the schedule while we have some time in here. I'm not going to go out and practice. It's probably smart if I do, but I don't know. Let us... So the schedule. Next week is the first race is at Imola. I will be in the GT3s. There will be a mix of GT3s and prototypes. I will probably be in the Corvette. I'm loving the Corvette. I'm not driving anything else. I've chosen the GT3s because I don't expect to be fighting for outright wins in hypercars. So I just don't want to put that pressure on myself. Even though I get it, it's different classes, obviously. But I just don't want to be in the faster class and then potentially even be holding up GT3s if I'm that slow. I don't think I will be. But I just don't want to... I don't want to ruin anyone else's races in case I do. Then we go to Spa, Sao Paulo, Fuji, Coda, Bahrain, France, Le Mans. They're each 60-minute races, with the exception of Le Mans, which is a 90-minute race. So yeah, it'll be good. I didn't fill up my water bottle for the start of the race. This is gonna suck. I can already tell. And I don't know what the pace of the front runners are gonna be. So I don't remember. I don't know / remember how to check. How many views a live stream gets on shorts. I'm trying it. Qualifying is 7 minutes. I thought it was shorter than that. Honestly, I'm gonna... Nah. Yeah, let's go fill up my water bottle. It's a smart idea. I'm gonna run a quick ad break while I'm gone. Just so that way people who come in aren't getting stuck with pre-roll. I just realized how screwed I'm going to be now going out on track with how screwed I'm going to be going out onto track with people doing quali laps and how much I'm probably going to be holding them up. I think I might have made a mistake going out this late. Because, like, look at my local time, I guess. My gap 2. Honestly, you know, I'm struggling because it says I've got people in here with me, but I don't see them. That's a concern. That's a big concern, actually, that I don't know. I know exactly why as well. I'm going to set this up to maximum. You know what? We're not going to qualify. Probably best I do at least one lap, though. I'm just concerned because I don't want to be the cause of anyone having an accident when I come out into the track. So my current timing says 20 seconds. I'm happy with that. I think this is a good gap to find myself in. But I'm not seeing anyone on my mini-map or out on the track, so I'm concerned to an extent about that. I'm only going to get one lap, but... yeah, I'm concerned about that, honestly. The fact that my gaps were telling me one thing, but the actual cars that I could see on my mini-map is another thing. We gotta build temperature very quickly if we can. We're only gonna get maybe 2 shots at this. And with cold tires, it's gonna be 1 shot and then we're done. So I don't think this has been a very good idea. See how well I remember this track from practice. Go on. And then, yeah, 4 seconds, no one's there. That's a concern. I am very worried about that, so... yeah, I'm just not going to qualify. I know that's a stupid thing, but... No, I'm honestly, I'm too worried about the fact that my local gaps are wrong. And also the fact that I can't, like, this is a big thing this game needs, is, where am I looking? Like, I can't, I can't change the size of the track map. If I could, I would set it, you know, immediately to the maximum size, but I can't. Which is a problem. ESL 2 plus upstream, downstream. So this could ruin my skill rating by just sitting here in the pits and doing nothing. But that's the problem, is I can't maximize my my track map, so I can't see where people are. And it seems that my my relative timing in qualifying is wrong. So I'm just not going to go out and qualify. Like, I got back late. Which is a shame. Like, I would like to go out there and cut laps. But when I don't know where cars are, and I see on my relative people are overtaking me and there's no one on track, I don't know if it's just a case of I'm not seeing anyone. So I'm just going to err on the side of caution, I guess, and hope for the best. And hope that I go alright in the race. Starting at the back's going to be alright, because I can sort of gauge people's brake lights and just brake when I need to. I wonder if the game is going to tank my driver rating, though, for not qualifying. I can understand why it would if it does. I could understand why it would if it does. I just... Yeah. I don't know if it's right. I don't know if it's wrong. What it is, we'll figure it out. Sweet, I'm starting dead last. As we expected. It's gonna be annoying. And I just realized even in the race it's gonna be annoying, because my driver rating's gonna be like, hey, you've got... Could even take my safety rating for not having any clean laps in qualifying. Yeah. Well, at least I've got a short. I refuse to qualify for this reason. Okay, so at 1:41, a 20-minute race. $140. He's 320. Well, it's 1.6. Why am I struggling with maths so much? Why am I struggling with maths so much? God, why is my brain not braining? This guy says 13. I'm going to put in 15 laps of fuel to be safe then. And I'm happy to be starting at the back. No racing line in my first race. I could just end up pile driving turn 1. God, it'd be ironic if I just made a short about learning a track and learning how to race and then immediately pile driving turn 1. Don't think it'll happen. Would be overwhelmingly hilarious though. Alright, let's go. Twitch. I'm not going to have the time to do this, am I? 7 seconds. Click. Click on chat only.
Formation lab has started.
Sweet. Erratic driving. I'm just... Catch up. This thing is also something that's a bit annoying. Let's not get a drive through.
Green flag, green flag.
Alright. Alright. Nice shake of the wheel. I'm just gonna get off the throttle here. Let's try and swing it around the outside here. That did not work. I have gained practically no positions. Might gain one here. Ooh. That's contact. Let's go just around that. Alright. So far, so good. Kept it clean. That's about all you can ask for in these races. Tyres are still igloos, but we'll get those up to temperature soon enough. And with everyone in a pack, we will probably just be catching up to them as it stands. Anyone? Yes, there's a lot for me to learn about this game with racing line off. Rear end 1. Not sure if I'm running too much or too little rear wing. I'm not changing setups, I should point that out. Probably just cold tires, now that I think about it. It was fine in practice when I got up to speed. So if we get some heat into these tires, it might be a bit better. I know, maybe I'm just a bit too excessive on throttle. Man, driving blind into clouds like that is one of the most terrifying things in racing. I'm always reminded of the Max Verstappen incident at Phillip Island in 2002. Is he... I thought he was going to hold that for a second. God, he did well, though, to try it. Yeah, but I'm always reminded of the Max Wilson incident at Phillip Island in 2002 in the Supercars Championship, where he just guns it up after a spin, smokes everything up, and then just immediately causes a huge crash, so... That goes back to the whole hold your brakes thing, but if you're in a spin, holding your brakes is only going to do so much for you. Oh, this track is a bit awkward for me. Maybe I should have spent a bit more time practicing. Yellow flag ahead, or is it behind? Again, this is why I prefer the larger track map you can get in ACC. Got no temperature in these tyres. So hopes I'm having braking into T1 will give me some temp back. A little bit. Oh well. Top 10 isn't too bad. I mean, we've made precisely 0 overtakes, but yeah, we have made precisely 0 overtakes, but you know, keeping it clean is all you need, and that was about as far wide of the apex as you'd want. Guy behind me is getting a little dance on. I don't know what he's up to. This final sector here is a nightmare for me. Oh, who's that? Oh, it's a vet friend! Don't rejoin like that! Why, vet friend? Why? Ignore the fact I just went wide there. Alright. P9, just from not crashing. We love it. Yellow flag up ahead again. That might have been a bit late on the brakes. Wouldn't really matter considering our apex was shifted by about 10 meters. Alright. So yeah, I'm still not knowledgeable enough yet with these tracks to find like a rhythm with them. That's what I really need to work on. I really need to get Imola practice going for my league race, just to find a rhythm with all the tracks that are in that series, without the racing one especially. And it's one of my flaws as a sim racer is finding that rhythm. Like when I get tracks that I know and I can drive well at. Like Mount Panorama, like for the Bathurst 12 hour, I can find a rhythm and I can drive that track pretty competently. But since I have no rhythm with Fuji, I'm just sort of all over the shot. So yeah, I just need to get learning these tracks.
Time 1:43.58.
Your 43 isn't bad, it could be better. Much better, actually. Alright. I aimed at the apex too early there. That's great. Out wide. He's going to try the under and over. Yeah. That's it. Maybe could have dived him back. Not really worth it. He's just faster than me. Like, I'm not going to push for anything too ridiculous pace-wise out of myself. That exit was poor by him, but I don't think it's worth racing this guy.
That time was a 1:42.94.
I am going to follow him, though, it would be nice yellow flag up ahead or behind. Again, a big part why I think this game needs a full-size track map. Because I don't know where the yellow flags are when it's showing me them. Yeah, he's just pulled, and honestly, I'm not too concerned about that. He's just faster than me. Someone's off. Yep, well held. Woo! Alright, rears are a bit hot because of that though. Yeah, Fuji for me is just... Oh, what the fuck is going on there? Fuji for me is just an awkward track to drive.
143.43.
It's 250, that's 150. Let's... What is going on between these two? Alright, well that was malicious, I think. I'll take P8, but that's... This guy behind me is interesting. Like, is it netcode? It could be. Just gonna give this guy a few extra meters of space. Is it me? That's a dive and a half from the vet there. And I've just been spun by the BMW. Great. Car still feels fine at least. Understeering a bit. That was really understeering. Great, I'm fucking right hand down. This is exactly the situation I was in my
That time was a 147.18.
this was exactly the situation I was in during my race at Sebring the other day. Just right hand down. This is why I've been almost clamoring for OR to do a league on this game. Alright. It's been a bit of an unfortunate race, but hey, at least we've made up positions. Impossible not to. Yellow flag ahead, vets around. There's a Ferrari around. Don't rejoin like that. Like, okay. I say this in the nicest way I can to some of the people in public lobbies. I think there really needs to be like a litmus test on track rejoins and racing etiquette before you can do this. And I understand that's your safety rating, but still. Yeah, being right-hand down here sucks. Are they going into the pits? What a miss.
That time was
Yeah, driving right hand down is not fun. BMW slid. I've slid. We're all sliding. The race has gone off the rails. There's a yellow flag ahead. Again, game, it would be really nice to know where they are. So please, full track map. Motorsport Games, LMU, whoever the fuck makes this. Yeah, being right hand down right now is not great. Nice little helping hand from the Ferrari there. I just parked it on the fucking apex. It's so awkward to drive at the moment when it's just slightly right hand down. Especially considering I don't end up turning the wheel enough because I'm so used to driving it another way. I almost have to turn it more. But considering the state of the car, I don't want it to cause me to loop it. I think I have some flat spots. I can sort of feel it in the wheel. Man, it is hot today. I'm already sweating like shit. Hopefully it's a bit cooler tomorrow. I might do some more races tomorrow. But yeah, right now it is just ridiculous. I would argue it's 30 plus in my room right now. Yeah, I've got a thermometer on a clock up there. It's 31. Why did I do this? Why did I put myself through this punishment? Yeah, I'm struggling to turn this. I'm struggling to get used to the extra inputs I need to do for my, for the right-handers. Alright. Sitting P9 at least, that's something. I've overshot my braking zone a bit. Missed the apex slightly, that wasn't too bad. I've just overshot it a tiny bit. Missed that apex by a country mile. Yeah, that rear end snap there isn't going to do me any good. It's just so awkward driving it. No amount of practice I have done has got me ready for driving a right-hand down car. Lost it. Hold it. I'm going to lose a spot to the Ferrari, but I'm pretty happy I held that. Alright, he's going to try the under-over on me into turn 1.
That time was a 1:43.8.
I'm going to try and come across a little bit just to try and scare him. What's that? 250, 150. I'm going to break early. He's broken early as well. Knew what he was going for. I'm going to park it on the apex. I want to say I'm the smartest driver in sim racing history, but considering the fact that I'm languishing down in 9th and I have bent steering, you can probably tell that that's incorrect. And just me being an idiot. Yeah, he's going to go underneath. Just going to block. And I've been hit by the vet. That's just great. It is interesting. The first time I drove this game online, it was a bunch of clean drivers, and it was fun. Like, ever since, I've had so many races where I'm just getting hit by people. Like, the vet straight up just drove a line through me. Did not even think I was there. Yellow flag ahead. Like, you can't just drive through people like that. Yeah. Speaking of driving through people, there goes the Fez back into the top 10. Right at the last corner, we're going to take a top 10 finish in a race that I should not have. Peas and carrots, interesting name. Yeah, that was a bit of a... That was a bit of a messy race, and by a bit I mean a lot. That was a really poor race for some people. Like, even though I'm slower than most, I think it's in... I think it really needs to be taught to some people that racing is not just driving through them, because that's what it felt like a bit. Corvette shitty race. Which one? Probably me. Oh well. God, it's hot. Let's see what I get, though. I mean, people can call my racing shitty all they want. You can't fucking drive through me. Oh well. That track, for the first time on that track, that was certainly an interesting track. Alright, what's the next race? That's not an GT3 race. I know there's a P2 race. Yeah. Oh, it's too hot. It is too hot. You know, let's get my eye in at... Let's get a bit of an eye in at, Imola. In the vet, of course. purely just want practice. Practice starting grip. Preset heavy. What? What do these mean? Just give me green, fast, and optimum. Can I set it to have no cars on the grid? Perfect. Yeah, so we're just going to get our iron. I'm going to be honest. Oh, it's hot. That was pretty poor racing in that event. I'm not sure who was trying to tell me that I was... I'm not sure if... Because there was two vets in the race. I'm not sure if he was talking to me or not, but... Personally, I don't feel like I deserved being called an idiot in that race, considering it was just me racing. And I'm allowed to block as much as I want. Well, not as much as I want. I was allowed to block as much as I did. So, I do actually have some experience driving Imola in the GT3 cars on ACC. How much I remember of that, though, is yet to be seen. Okay, these curbs are... Understeer central. So these curves are pretty flat compared to some of the other games I've played. Yeah, okay, let's get some heat into these fucking tires. My steering just feels heavy. I'm not sure if it's my wheel settings or the game's meant to be like that. So let's see how much... Oh, I know this track from ACC. Man, I'm struggling a bit. It's too hot. Way too hot. Yeah, let's not miss braking zone. Track limits warning. Do I really care what you give me for this? Don't look at your phone and drive, kids. God, it's hot. Yeah, okay, that's right. I don't know why. It felt like my wheel wasn't correct in a sense. Like I was steering too much in game compared to what I was doing in real life. Maybe it is. So from what I remember in ACC, it's the driveway. Then it's... Hold your breath through here. Then it's... First sign. That's wrong. I'm carrying too little speed through there. And a driveway. God, it's hot. $50. Yeah, so I'm remembering this track. I mean, I know this track well. Every track on the calendar, I think I have a fairly good understanding of. This chicane, though, is a pain in the ass. every track on the calendar, I think I have a decent understanding of. I just think, yeah. How long have I been going for? 50 minutes. It's too hot. It's too hot. I'm going to end stream. I know I've just, you know, spoke about all this shit, but